Hi, my name is Danetta Priest, and I am the owner of Strong Tower Merchandise. So, as you know, this is the action section for the paper. And I have learned so much through this reading with the analytics and everything. And I just wanted to show you that when you Google my business, you will actually come up with it, and it comes up to my website. And I've actually got a 5-star rating. And then it will also come up to my Square, which is my shop. And then it will come up to my Facebook page, um, and some other stuff for me. So I thought it was really cool because I did not have all of that stuff before I started this class. Before I started this class, I simply just had a website. So, through doing this reading and learning about the analytics and different things with it, I was able to go on and actually go through Google Analytics and Adobe Analytics and through Facebook Analytics and created my Square account to do my Square shop because it just worked better for me. And I was able to take that and then run some numbers, look at some numbers, and see in my area what worked the best for me because I am a Christian company, and I do t shirts, tumblers, cups, just different things that are more of a custom type thing. And I just recently started doing subscription boxes. So, with that, I needed to know what was in the area, what people were into in this area because we just moved here also from Florida. So, we've not even been here 6 months yet. So, it's all a learning game. And these from chapters 7 to 13 has helped me to see the different websites that I can go to, the different programs that I can use to really build my business. I am so excited about where it's going to lead my business in the future and how it's going to help me crunch those numbers. Um, the only thing that really concerned me in the reading, um, I guess, that is bothering me, and I know that it is a way that we kind of have to go in this future, is the way that we track. And I don't mean necessarily the analytic part of it, but we track people on the cell phone, we track them on computer IP addresses, we track their vehicles, we track everything. And it doesn't go based off of their ages. And with sex trafficking like it is, it bothers me because our young folks are targeted. And like chapter 11 was speaking about with the way that it's going and everything's being tracked, tagged, privacy is a big issue. Now, I know it falls on the parent to make sure, but that is my only issue. Um, so in the reading, that was my only problem. So I would like to see a better way of tracking privacies and setting them in place. Because if a child goes behind the parent's back, which we know they do, they're not going to be truthful in putting their information on there. So we might think that we're getting the analytics for an 18 to 20-year-old when in fact it's a 13-year-old. So that's the only issue, is it's not always going to be 100%, but that again is whatever. But I'm super inspired by learning these different ways that I can work. And I just found out too, since this book has been written, my Amazon does the analytics for me also. So I have that at my disposal. And I also have the Microsoft Office Business, and it does phenomenal analytics for me also. Which again, I really didn't know anything about analytics until starting this class. So it has been a huge, huge wealth of information for me. So I am so excited about just seeing what more I can learn and how I can use it, and what my customer base can be built on just around this class, just having this class. So um I am going to add a link to my Facebook page, to my website, showing kind of how I got that set up. It's not exactly how I would like to have it, but it's still a work in progress. But if you go to my website, and you just click, if you Google it, it's the first one that comes up. If you put in Strong Tower merchandise, it will be the first one that comes up. Let me turn off my Wi-Fi so maybe it'll come quicker. And it actually comes up with the USA in ASL sign language as my background. And it says shop now, so you can click that. And then it'll take you to my page. And then it has all of my stuff on here. It has my pictures. You can sign up for my different things. You can stay in the loop, sign up for the email for my newsletters. So that's another way that I can track people. And then it just has a little bit of some of the stuff that I do. And then like these are my new boxes that I do. And then I have on here where they can pick the categories, and I have where they can sign in, make themselves an account, and give me their information. I have where they can do surveys, that they can get all kinds of stuff, where they can get point systems and everything. So I learned actually with this course that that's something that you want to do, because people are more apt to sign up and you can get their information if you do that. So again, I'm learning more and more through this class than I ever would have had I not taken it. And it's also helping with our church ministry, because with our church ministry, my husband is the senior pastor of our church. So with that, I have been able to start our church website, because when we moved here, they did not have one. So I have started them a website, and I have been able to run the analytics and stuff about who we have in our neighborhood. I did a 20-mile radius of the ages, who's in the neighborhood, how many kids we have. We have a school, a high school, within 3 miles of us. And so I was able to get all that information and everything. Again, I wouldn't have known where to go to look for this had I not been this far into the class. So it has just been a wealth of information. But also, if you click on my the next one down, it'll take you to my Facebook page. So I will include all of those links, and I'll also include the one for the church that I did. I am still working on that because the one for the church, I'm actually doing where it can be paired up for the YouTube and all that for the church to go on. So that way, when my husband is preaching, when he gets done, it will go, I can actually go and I link it to it, and it's all right there. So he started his new sermon series on the end times. So I'm loading up his notes and the videos and everything, slow but sure, to their website. So I was able to do that and get them put on and everything. So I have just really been working hard on doing the stuff as I'm reading it, because with my autoimmune disorders and the medications that I take, my mind doesn't always hold information. So I do it as I can, and as I read it in order to retain it. Because like you said, if it's not personal to you, and if you can't relate it to a story, you're not going to remember it. And, Jesus said in Jeremiah 29:11, he knows the plans that he has for us to give us a future, not to harm us. He's got great plans for us. And that is my life verse. And that is something that I live by. And First Corinthians 10:13 says, everything that you do to the glory of God. And, my mom always said, if you're going to do something, do it right, or don't do it at all. So I put all of that into doing this. So I have tried to learn and absorb everything so that way it will work. So with that, I'm implementing every single tool I can. And I really appreciate the class because it has tremendously helped me.